And welcome everybody to the second match of Red Lions versus Cyberdyne. With me, I have Flight co-casting,
Hello, hello.
and we are just set to get going here. So Red Lions won the first match. There was a series of bad trades. So Cyberdyne, they were left 5-4, and that's how the game sort of remained. And then Red Lions just stayed in the lead, kept farming well, kept doing massive DPS with the double carrier. And here we go, the good luck, have fun, and we shall get going. So, do you think we're going to see Vera comp or anything sort of funky from Red Lions, or are they just going to play it standard?
I think they just play it standard and they just try to outplay other clans. And I think Cyberdyne's a little bit limited in what they can run right now because of the players that are available. And there's no Zimin, there's no Zin. Not to say that the other players are bad, it's just that I'm sure that they have more flexibility the more players they have online, right? Here we go.
And here we go. Game number 2 is just going to start. And with my buddy Flight, we're going to be in good shape.
Have a fresh pot of coffee. It'd be nice. Should we play Space Bunnies after this?
You've got a whole pot of coffee next to you? That's hardcore.
Well, no. I've brewed fresh pot.
Okie dokes. So, here we have, spawning in the bottom corner for Cyberdyne, we have again double BC, Levy, Overlord, Arbiter, and Destro, so it looks like they're going to try to run it again.
I'm not sure if yeah, they made a mistake again. They got one 6-inch carrier, double levy. Actually, no, double Destro, double levy, 6-inch and Raven. That's pretty muscly.
Yep, that's for sure. Carrier opened up 6 cents, and he's staying in the middle this time. Both the Leviathans opened up Consummation, so we're not seeing any Corruptor play. And both Destros opened up 5 armor. Looks like we have a 5-1 split. But Admin 6 is pulling back, oh, maybe not. But it looks like they're just going to try to apply some pressure, but they won't actually be able to apply any damage on Admin 6 here. Launch on Tura, who is playing on Absinthe.
And a launch in Admin 6.
Yep, and oh, a bit of a derp the ball here. Just sort of shifting over to the side, but not really doing any damage. And now we're settling into the usual farming lanes. Absinthe, really, Tura having trouble with the launches there.
Especially with 2 10s, it's they won't let them mutate, and it's going to be pretty tough for him for a little bit here.
Yeah, you opened up an extra speed rather than the 310. Usually Leviathans open up 310, in part so they can get one-shot farm quicker, as well as if there are launches, they don't have to worry about it. And we have a Seeker Missile by Stone Cold.
I hope that's a misclick, Turo. Oh, he's got 4 10s now.
And Stone Cold is the target, remove his shields, and then he's pretty much useless because he doesn't have much energy to spam Seeker Missile.
I'm not sure what Colo is doing right now. He's been sitting with full NG for a little bit here.
Yeah, he should be transferring
some
Skynet.
Yeah. Or at least storming somebody, right?
Yeah.
Here's a Seeker and Skynet.
Another Seeker.
Storm.
Takes out the rest of the shields. Big launch on Ladanian, and not the best storm. Storming Rebellion's not storming the launch, so Ladanian's going to be hurting here. He doesn't have any lasers to help him. And neither did the BCs, which both opened up range.
Rebellion's looks like he's going back to heal and maybe upgrade. He's got 100 minerals, 120.
And that's going to be pretty dangerous with these Destros, because you'll always have one Destro who can push in the middle and counteract Cyberdyne's Destro, and then they could just swap out, heal, upgrade, regenerate their shields, and so on.
And just like game 1, Cyberdyne has a slight farm lead at the 4-minute mark. 565 to 504.
Yep. So we're seeing the same again.
Oh, Warp Chick. Rebellion's is pushing down. We got to ball up and get out of here. He's gonna cut
Looks
straight down.
looks like Rebellions is going to be able to catch Orion.
Yep. There's the
It's double with their
launch.
second warp in, the second Destro. Nice cut in there. They can
Wow.
basically pick their targets. Oh, Rebellions pulls back.
Oh, he's backing out. That's 'cause of
Backing
the
out.
storm. He didn't
Yep.
want to double stack. He played it safe there. You know what? He said, I'm going to save some shield and hull, and I'm going to just stay back here.
Yep. And we've got Skynet dancing with Admin 6 here.
He's got 3 bile, 9 range. Darn good 7 bile already. 9 range also.
Yep. And 1.6.
Yep.
Rebellions when he went back, he just got he got an extra. Actually, he didn't get it. He just got a GAT and he got a hull. And
Extra
actually,
armor.
you don't see a lot of. I don't see a lot of Destros going GAT. I see them going lasers armor.
Yep.
Because it transitions well into siege. Bit of push here on Orion, or actually no, staying on Medanian. A little bit of a
He should
launch
be
to help
fine.
out.
Dunkel's transferring shields. He's got EMP now also.
And
250 energy. So it's going to be one or the other.
yep. Skynet now going back. The whole Cyberdyne going back to upgrade now, and then they'll push it together.
Yeah, it's much better this way. They don't want red lines farming the towers for a while.
Yep.
Just pushing in here now. They're not ready to warp in yet though, but he's just scaring them off a
Yep.
little bit.
The question is, of course, the absent Actura being out here, he's going to get pounded. So if they try to use his warp trick point, he won't be able to hang around. He'll actually have to pull back
I'm not
and
really
won't be
a
able to
fan
land his
of warp
DPS.
checking double dash show. It's a little scary if you turn on you, right?
Yep. But here we go. We're going to try anyway. Skynet has 6 armor, 5 laser. BC
Nice
went
CMP.
missile boat. So now Colo is now useless. He has no energy to speak of. Andro warped in. Just the lasers and the basics. 275 energy, but I don't know what it was going towards. Actually, that could have been a misclick.
Yeah, that's
Or
surprising actually.
Yeah, because you could try to say, are you trying to scare them that you got some upgrade or not? But I think that may have been a well, perhaps. That's 3 misclicks in a row. So we'll see what Andrew gets. Absinthe getting pounded again by the Ints. Colo unable to help really, because trying to save the storm, probably for save energy for transfer. Let's take a quick look at the farm lead and what that push is able to accomplish. So for Cyberdyne, we have just above 800 farm, and then we have 880 farm for Red Lions. I always actually don't think I want to call them Rebellions. But I guess it's one and the same.
That TeamSpeak icon.
Cyberdyne's
warp
pulling.
check up top.
Yep, Cyberdyne's pulling back. The double
Again,
Destro warping
Colo's
in.
useless.
Yep,
He got
very
EMP'd.
very nice EMP right there.
10 range and darn good also.
Son Goku
That'll be
coming
scary.
in. Just the basics, nothing else right now. 1.7 though. More pushes on the levy, so just denying the late game carry for Cyberdyne. Brilliance now has
Nice,
bots,
plague.
and Ivan has bots as well, and a little bit of energy. Darn good, doing darn good with 7 bile and 4 tenths in comparison to Admin. Well, actually, Tura is going a bit more armor tense because of all the launches.
Orion
Push-
and Tura pushing Rebellions back. Triple BC. Andrew's coming to help.
But Stone Cold has tons of shields to regen. He's way out of the line of fire, so he can help out from that point. And Skynet's still dancing with Admin 6. Admin 6 getting a little bit more bile here. A little bit of push on Ladania, more launches. So
Nice storm.
Colo's forced to storm repeatedly. He only has 300 energy though. He's forced to storm rather than shield transfer.
Yeah, I think he's got to stay back a little bit to get catering core and save the storm for hull and launches. Because storming shield isn't too effective.
Though if you have the energy, use it.
Yeah.
But odds are you can shield transfer instead. Oh, big push by Rebellions on Tura.
And I think it might be better for Colo to get Chrono first before force fields or anything. Just to help Tura push out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Increase the DPS a little bit.
As he's saying last game, that's what happened later in the game. Colo had to help out Admin 6 in the lane. Let's take a quick look at the farm, because things have been changing around. So just above 1,000 farm for Cyberdyne, and 1,200 farm for Red Lions. So Red Lions is able to increase their farm lead, so they're about 200 ahead.
I just find that the Arbiter should get Chrono right away. I mean, they have BCs with missiles and they have a levy. It's so much more effective than Storm after a while.
Yeah.
And rather than storming those launches, if Andrew got pods, which he has enough money for now, it's a little better overall, I think.
I still don't know why Andrew got the 275 energy. Maybe I'll find out after that it's some super secret OP thing that is very obvious and I should know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Both, Darn Good's at 10 range. Tura's not at 10 range yet. So Tura's taking a lot of extra damage from Darn Good.
It looks like he's going to armor 10 though. He's got 6 armor already. He's
Yeah.
got 14k health.
Yeah.
Just because that Raven Stone Cold can just drop PDDs and negate all his DPS from the vial.
And also Red Lions has been doing a lot of launches.
Yes.
And also they're worried that Son Goku, who's been stocking up on minerals, may go into heavy ints and could target snipe the supports.
Yeah, it's those levies are getting really fat, darn good, and admin 6 over 300 farm already. There is only at 220, so the longer the game goes on, the stronger those levies are going to be.
Yeah, and the more I see these double BCs, I love BC, and I love my shiny BC, but I can't feel it the way the battle cruiser is right now.
I mean, I think double guard would have a lot more effective, especially against double dust show and even the ents, right?
Yeah.
So those needles very effectively.
It
They can
scales very nicely for
scourge.
DPS.
Yep.
So Zedu, if you're watching this, buff the BC, please.
Help the BC.
Help the BC. It's my favorite / almost only ship. It's no longer my only ship, but
Great job by Laddie. He still got the plague out even after eating the EMP.
yep, he's at 325 energy. So Andrew's coming back and got locked down. So Andrew's target is Stone Cold, because Stone Cold's been harassing Colo very nicely with EMPs. So that seems like it's Andrew's Andrew's shift click to there and just waiting for that lockdown. There we go.
Very nice.
We've got the crystal upgrade on Colo as well, some additional energy and a little bit of shields. Now we're getting in some more lasers from Rebellions, in addition to shield upgrades and some energy to support the bots. Orion has gone pods and scan, 275 energy, as well as a little bit of missile boat.
Still no Chrono and Colo. 15 minutes. I guess I play Arbiter a little bit differently.
Yeah,
I think
and
350 energy could have been fine, especially with Core, if he stays out of range of being hit. And just Chrono that levy. Just Chrono him all day. Darn good warps in, 350 energy, and he's got rapid regen. Full upgrade in the regen, it looks like.
Tura now has
Oh,
both Leviathans have rapid regen at the moment.
Oh, sorry, Darn good does have upgrade in rapid regen, sorry. He's got a 6-second instead of 4, 5.
Yep, you're right. Another lockdown on Stone Cold, so Andrew's going to be sticking to Stone Cold like glue and making
Laddie's
sure
been doing a
she
good job
locks him
playing.
down over and over.
8 armor on computer also, 7 lasers, 7 range.
Bit of a push on Darn Good. Looks like they're worried about a warp in. Nope, because Admin 6 is warping on the right of the map, but Rebellion's warps in on Darn Good. A little misdirection there, launching its Colo deciding, no, instead of going for Skynet. Skynet has 8 armor, 7 lasers.
Yeah, it's a pretty ineffective redirect since he's only doing 11 damage to computer. Admin 6 is scary though, man. 13 vial, 10 range. Ouch. Oh, computer. He just lost his bots.
That's always a sad thing. The workers, they work tirelessly to repair the ship, and then they just get sniped. We will have a moment of silence to remember all the little baby SCVs that are crawling all over the Destros. Nice pods, but not enough.
Oh, put his bots in. Let's zoom in. Give them the focus. 4 little bots, SCVs.
Where on? Guys, we're
Oh,
gonna do a
we've
tribute.
lost 3 of them.
Oh no! We're doing a tribute? Oh no, no bots yet. We will do a tribute
Otherwise, they
later.
just got sniped off again, unfortunately.
Yep, so yeah, so just so you know, you need shields to protect your bots. They take a direct hit. Basically, if you take hull damage, your bots will die. So, while repair bots is really useful, you can't be taking damage at the time. Another launch here on Andro. What's interesting is, yeah, even though they haven't upgraded, these Destros are still, even at the 20-minute mark, still spamming the launches because they're so effective. It forces Tura to go armor tents. It forces Andro to, well, not Andro, but it forces Orion or the BCs in Cyberdyne to get pods. Use what you have. If you have fighters and you're not launching them, then it's a waste. It's just DPS sitting in the bank. Cole's coming out in his force fields.
Yeah, force field are helping out against admin 6. Can help computer push it a little bit more.
Launch on
He
Orion.
hasn't upgraded yet. He's got 766 minerals, so I'm sure he's going to go back a little bit sooner.
Andro's warping in a little bit more energy. I think she may have got another missile upgrade. Looks like
Yep,
the
you're right.
Andro's trying to get Son Goku in a. I don't know why she's trying to get Son Goku. Son Goku doesn't. Oh, there we go. Son Goku doesn't have warp in. Bombarded by Ivan. Let's take a quick look at the farm count. Who's looking at the overlay? Oh my gosh, no one is. Oh my god. Ladanian, my Mr. Farm guy, who always tells me to show the farm. So for Cyberdyne, we have just under 1,800 farm, and we have just above 2,300 farm for Red Lions. So we've got a 500 farm lead now, and it's only going to grow from here.
That bombard is so scary. 2,500 damage, and you can stop it, so it's continuous. I think Andrew should focus on Ivan with the lockdowns if she can't get the Raven.
Computer warps in with protective field and 12 lasers, so it could be teching later for a siege, or just lots of DPS and counters to launches. Someone asked me why did I call it baby SCV? Well, because they're tiny. You can't see them. Therefore, they're baby SCVs. We send babies out on the outside spaceships in space, and tell them to go repair giant spaceships in the middle of a space battle. Like in Episode 1 Star Wars, the droids, if anyone remembers. So
Poppy's pushing admin 6.
Yep.
Nice positioning, using full force in force fields.
Yep, nice force field placement. And those laser and Compy's lasers are definitely going to help, but still it takes the pods, it takes the lasers, it really ties up the whole team trying to deal with those launches. And Son Goku's got 400 or so, going to be going back and upgrading more. Darn Good is out here. Darn Good is hanging out a little bit too far to the outside, so it looks like Cyberdyne's going to cut on him a bit. But then again, we may have a warp out on the Leviathan.
They're launching on him.
It looks like they aren't committing too closely. Plague. Oh, nope, Ladanian got his plague off.
Warping and Rebellions in the bottom. Admin 6, 14 vial, 9 tenths. 1.71 feet, and he's got Frenzy now.
They're warping in. Red Lions is warping in on the right this time. And they're going to keep pushing.
So both Destros have bombardment now. That's going to be messy.
Rebellions
with 375 energy.
Ladanian just missed a plague. He now has Siphon energy, which will be targeting. Well, now he has a lot of targets. He has Stone Cold, he has Ivan, he has Rebellions now is Bombard, so lots of targets to needing to be denied for energy. Orion also has lockdown now, so the BCs can, nice EMP, BCs can now just lock down everything in sight. Ooh, and there we
go. Just working in Rebellions.
Nice Bombard.
Andrew's in trouble. Nice lockdown.
Looks like they're going to be covering. Colo is not transferring, maybe saving it instead for Force Field or Storm. But only has 425 energy.
Stone Cold missed the EMP on Tura and Colo.
Son Goku's coming out. He now has Warp in. How much farm has Son Goku been getting? Because I feel like he should be only
Well,
262
he's
farm. All the farms been going towards admin 6 and darn good, so that's why you don't usually see a carrier with level 11 ints at almost the 25-minute mark. But that's because the carrier's playing a not as a focus role in the middle.
yeah, it's just so much more DPS for double Destro, right? They could just stack on somebody, and the ints are more effective that way.
Mm-hmm.
He does have warp and catapult, so.
Little bit of a funny warp in by Colo, too close to the front lines. Nice EMP, got computer and got Ryan.
Ryan's got biosteel, so he can stay out a little bit longer. Look at his push. They're just hard containing it now. Those bombards.
All the Destros now have reinforced hull.
Yeah, Colo Storm is less and less effective as the game goes on.
One thing I was mentioned, I was watching the cast yesterday of Eclipses versus 7th Fleet, and they were saying that not many Destro players open up reinforced hull. I think it's really only Eclipses, and I noticed in this game also all the Destros opened up 5 armor. And reinforced hull is a later game upgrade.
Yeah, like there was a lot of talk when it first came out, when the buff came out, and a lot of people were doing the testing, and I think some people are more comfortable and more familiar with the 5 armor, and they get out, right? They don't have to wait for the 5 minerals.
Yeah, and that can make a difference, for sure.
Catch that early farm. Computer's pushing in darn good, but he's still green all the way. Didn't do very much.
Damien got a nice plague off there. BC is now at 425 and 300 energy each. Level 16 lasers now on computer. Tura's now at 1310 7 bile and has got frenzy. Darn good does not have frenzy yet.
But he's got 11 range. That's pretty expensive.
That's
I think
interesting.
that's 400 speed.
And yeah,
just
but with
kiting
Tura
away.
only at 9 range. Oh, and Tura's diving in there, but Tura dived right in front of Ivan.
Andrew almost went down there.
Yeah. But still, this could be
Tura-
hard for Tura, especially because it looks like Red Lions is focusing on him.
Oh, Andrew still went down.
Andrew's down.
It's those continuous bombardment that's scary as hell.
Yep.
I think Tura even threw a frenzy in the middle of that. It just didn't push off red lines at all. They're still forceful about it.
And look, the Destros are going back with, they're not in too bad shape. Green and yellow with yellow and green with some shields. So even though with that, pretty heavy push, no problem at all. Nice pods by Ryan. Pretty much cleaned all that up. Son Goku just trying to farm as much as possible.
Stone Cold's warping out also. I think the whole team is doing upgrades and trying to take over the towers when they come back out.
Let's take a look at the farm lead. Ladanian, I can count on you to show the farm. So the score is 5-6 right now for Cyberdyne. For Red Line. We have just above 2100 farm for Cyberdyne, and we have 3300 farm for Red Line. So now it's a 1200 farm lead.
So this is it's going to be pretty fun for Rebellions. He's got the bombardment and strike cannons, 400 energy. So he can just keep spamming one after the other. Cool down one and use the other one, right? Especially with the 10 range and the strike cannons, it's just too strong.
And it looks like the problem is that what is Cyberdyne going to do to set something up? I mean, they don't have a lot of DPS. They don't have a Tex which can try to break up Red Lions. Skynet looks like you maybe take a tech to siege. And maybe hope to get it to snipe, but...
Nice Siphon and Ivan. But here comes Rebellions with all his spells.
Here he comes. Dum da da dum da 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 dum. Here comes Rebellions. Da 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 dum. I was actually thinking of like the Destrar.
There's the strike cannons.
Yep.
I'm sure he's gonna be bombarding next before that Scourge. There you go. Before the Siphon takes place.
And bombarding empty space.
Yeah. He used it, right? So
Yeah,
he's like,
might
oh
as
my
well.
god, I'm gonna lose my energy. Might as well.
Looks badass. Boom, 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 bombard.
He's playing the drums.
Yeah, I think if a destro was it was a musical instrument, they would be bass drums,
Yeah.
especially with bombard.
Percussions. Oh my god, Tura's gonna go down here. Even
Oh,
with Frenzy, I don't think he's gonna
even
make
with
it.
frenzied out of to escape,
Oh, he was a little
that
bit too late with the rapid
yep,
regen.
and that in my mind seals the fate of
Yeah,
Cyberdyne
it's GG.
because they don't have any
Well,
late
I
game
think that
carry
was,
ships. Hmm?
even with those comps, I think it was GG early on. The double Destro versus the double DCs.
The rock paper scissors, yeah.
But, yeah, double Levy versus one Levy and a Destro on the outside. It was pretty tough from the get-go.
Taking out the top tower now. There we go.
Yep, there we go.
In this case, it wasn't really trades. It was just continuous play, I think.
Yeah, it was just too muscular. That comp's too muscular. And the BCs, like I said, are pretty soft. And the fact that they had two supports, not enough power.
Yeah, Ventura's left the game. No GG yet, but that may be forthcoming soon.
I'm sure Cyberdyne's a little disappointed with the first two games. I think they had a good chance of competing with Red Lions after Red Lions lost to Mace early this week.
Mm-hmm. Little bit of an upset though. Mace is full of good players. They're all driving tanks around these days, so
Yeah.
must have been a little bit of a shock for Red Lions. I haven't watched the games yet myself though.
No. But Mace has a lot of really good players, right?
Yeah, a lot of good players, a lot of good
I
analysts.
was surprised, but not so surprised. If
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense.
Well, so it's if someone's gonna beat Reliance at TSL, it's Mace is definitely a possibility.
Yes.
But yep, started frenzying up here to catch farm, perhaps,
Yeah,
or
farm.
maybe it's
They're gonna
actually
take
trying
a
to get some
beating.
bile on Ladanian.
It looks like Skynet and
They're going for possibly a cloaked base snipe, because
I don't know if they can because that's been nerfed, right? They were
well,
trying
it
out,
was
but you
nerfed.
can
It was
see
it
Stone
was
Cold's
it was
checking out.
nerfed such that you would still the Destro be revealed, but no broods would not be revealed by the base if they were getting sniped.
Yeah.
But then with the Arbiter, I'm wondering cloaking. If you cloak the Destro's out of the traditional detection range, and the Destro starts attacking the mothership, if that would reveal him on the mini-map. I'm not sure. Someone answer
Well,
me.
Well, the thing is, like, I don't think they can snipe the mothership because the mothership's got 19 range, right? So
Mhm.
even with the siege, especially with two upgrades, it's
They could
within
snipe
the
a tower
striking
too, though.
distance.
They could for sure get
Yeah.
a tower.
Yeah, there's the Crone.
Yep.
A little late, but
A three ship push on computer and a blackout by Stone Cold, locking down Colo, so Colo won't be able to do anything to save computer.
and there's corruption too. And he hasn't frenzied yet. Oh, he had
Warp in
frenzied already.
by Ivan, 10 armor, 10 armor, 4
Oh.
shields, 8 lasers.
Dark
There we
Knight
go.
warps in with frenzy. They're gonna push
Tex.
on
Did anyone get
very
caught in
nice
that text?
force fields. I
Don't
think he
think
can
so.
save him. Oh my god.
Oh my
Yep.
god. There we go.
Very nice.
And I didn't actually catch this text going down. I was trying to watch the computer's gonna die. It looks like that was almost defensive.
Son Goku texted farm, I guess.
Well, actually, that could actually have prevented the other team from going up and around, but I'd have to
Yeah.
check the replay again.
Yeah, I missed that completely also.
That's
Nice
what happens,
pod from
guys.
Ryan.
But, of course, there's a danger that computer already has siege and may just turtle up under the base.
Yeah,
There
and,
we go.
Rebellion does siege also, but he doesn't have the range or the damage for it. He's backing out.
At this
He's
point,
like, uh-oh.
if I was Orion, I would get nuke. Colo does the best constantly chronoing computer. If Orion gets nuke, then if someone tries to dive in on computer, he can get off the nuke and scare him away. Or if it actually makes contact, then computer can finish him off.
Yeah, and the fact that the Danians got contaminated, he can slow down someone enough to maybe snipe someone off with the computer.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad combination. Looks like this tower's almost dead. Looks like perhaps it was an accident they let it go down this far.
Yeah, they didn't want to hit it off because then Cyberdyne will just turtle up even harder.
Yep. Colo has an observer out. unless Stone Cold accidentally EMPs it. So computer will have vision. I think it was sorry, Rebellions was counter siege, but then unsieged.
Surprisingly, the science vessel is not regenerating on the bottom. I wonder why that is.
It could be considered burning at this point. I wonder.
I guess so. I didn't know that.
There we go. Well, that's that.
There you go.
The
He's
mystery
like,
of the
well,
science
I'll get
vessel
rid of
will
it.
not. We won't be able to stare and watch it the rest of the game. Oh noes. Valiant sieged up here, just sieging farm and also acting as a contain for anyone who wants to try to go around. Nice pods. We take a look at that. You need 2 pods to finish up these ints now. Level at 15 ints on Son Goku and 425 energy. Warp in. It said Stone has 550 energy. It's up
He's got
shield
blackout.
transfer.
He's got D Matrix with 2-second cooldown. 550 energy. That Raven's gonna be deadly.
Corruption by
spam
Admin
that
6.
D Matrix. Valiant is warping out. I'm sure he's getting more range and some lasers. He's got 900 minerals, so
Let's just watch that
he's
number
gonna
go
be
up.
scary.
I'm going to stay on Rebellions right now. We'll just watch the laser number go up.
There's the little observer. Give computer a little bit more range and vision.
And he got a little bit more he's getting more armor, actually. Only 1 or 2 laser upgrades and some armor and some shields. And protective field. Because I believe he did not have that already.
More importantly, he's got the same range as computer now. So. Oh no, computer got an extra range, 17 lasers.
Orion's getting ripped up by Darn Good's level 11 16 bile. Even with the force fields. Every volley that gets through is just pounding him.
Well, I think if Orion gets too close, if Darn Good frenzies, that 16-10 can still kill him.
Yep.
It's doing 74 damage to massive.
And just like we thought, Ladanian has Contaminate, Orion has Nuke. Does no cloak, but just Chrono on Colo. This is not upgraded, though, the cooldown.
He's got upgrades, 2 upgrades on it.
2 upgrades, but not more.
Yep. You can't Chrono 2 shift at the same time.
Bellion's coming in from the bottom, the rest of the team coming in from the top, so they won't know which side to
Nice
focus on.
siphon.
Tex.
Oh,
Tex,
got
nice
both, of course.
Tex. Caught Ladanian and
I'm
caught
not sure
Colo.
if they can save him.
Nope, because it looks like Rebellions is going to siege up. Ivans doesn't need to siege up.
Oh, there's
Blackout
the
on
blackouts,
computer.
contaminates.
Admin is frenzied up, and
Saved.
computer goes down.
Wow.
Ryan goes down, and double
That was,
double
pretty
bombard
quick.
siege on Ladanian. Ladanian's the target, and then Colo's going down in the span of maybe 10 seconds. The rest of the ships were killed.
I mean,
There goes the GG.
computer had 9 armor, full health, and he just went down like candy.
Though he was sieged up at the time, I think.
Yep.
And he was contaminated, so or sorry, no, he was under corruption.
Blacked out.
So that extra 20% damage, that really makes a difference.
Well, I don't think if we can cast another one because we're playing a game in 20 minutes.
Well,
But thanks for having me.
you're welcome. So yeah, you're going to be playing in Eclipse's Space Bunnies, and I'm going to keep on casting these guys, and I'll join you guys for a later game. So
What?
yeah. The casting party will continue in the Artemis channel. But yeah, thanks again for joining me, guys, and we're going to be going into game. We have game 3 still for Red Lions versus Cyberdyne.